Well, good morning, guys. It's Christmas Eve morning. I'm here with just my son Tim. He's out playing around the house, and I've got to make Christmas Eve dinner. There's Howie. Listen to me talking to you. So I think I may have shown this once before, but this is kind of a family recipe. It's been around for some time, and we'll run through it relatively quick here. Fooling around with a head-held GoPro. Haven't done that before. So we'll start off with some olive oil. Get some olive oil heated up in the pan. We got to brown some onions and some garlic to get it all started. Can opener here. We'll start opening some cans. So I use 2 cans of tomato sauce, 29 ounce. Doesn't really matter what brand. And then also a can of diced tomatoes. You can use diced or crushed. Gives it a nice texture. Get that guy open. And another can of sauce here. You can see there we got some wine, we got some sugar, got some Italian seasoning. I forgot the bay leaf. Got to throw the bay leaf in there. And 2 cans of tomato paste. So what I do when I do my tomato, to make it simple, I open both sides of the tomato paste. That way you just shove it on through the tube, and it's easier than trying to scoop it out of the can. Now with this sauce, I'll show you how to make meatballs, and then the meatballs cook in the sauce, which ends up flavoring the sauce, of course, and gets the meatballs really tender. And spoon. Oil feels like it's a little hot there. There we go. Get the onions going. Nothing like the smell of some onions cooking. Hope everybody's having a good Christmas Eve morning. I enjoy cooking. It's fun. Family loves the spaghetti and meatballs. The wine, I don't really measure the wine. Kind of pour in probably about a cup. Sugar, you go on that throughout the cook on the taste. Tomatoes can get a little bitter. So we got basically everything ready. Here's the garlic, and let's see. Maybe we can. We'll stay right here. A lot of babble in there, huh? Hey, if you guys are watching, I hope you are. I just wanted to say my kidney stone removal. I'm a couple, 3 days past a week now. I just want to thank everybody for all their well wishes. That first couple of days after the removal was pretty tough, and each day I'm getting better and healthier. So that's the good news. Okay, onions are pretty much sweated down. So throw in the garlic. I hear Tim behind me there. Oh, you gonna play the bowls there, Tim? Yeah. Well, I'm noticing my camera's not getting it. How's that? Is that better? Jesus. Somebody yell cut next time. Hey, you guys I do have the Wi-Fi on, so if you're hearing a thumping noise, I apologize for it. Some guys have told me that you can hear the Wi-Fi on good speakers. All right, let's get some sauce going. Pretty simple dish all in all. Give it a stir. And we'll start with our first salting, and of course pepper. I do put some red pepper flakes in here. My family's not big on heat. I do, no one's looking, I sneak some pepper flakes in. That's kind of a personal taste item. Now for the, I didn't cut that one the whole way. There we go. So peel off the bottom. Let the rest of it go through. Come on. And grab the top. Pretty much the can's pretty clean. And if we got to clean off a little with a spoon, we'll just get that off this with the spoon. Another can of paste. Now with the can of paste, you always add 2 times the amount of the size of paste in water. So 6 ounces, we need 12 ounces per tomato paste. And what I do, 1 can is 29 ounces, good enough. And of course you got to be a good Italian boy, right? You can't, get out of there. You can't leave a little bit of sauce in the bottom of that can. So we got to wash out the cans. How's this can? That can's fine. There's our water. There's our wine. Italian seasoning, kind of do it to taste. Again, don't have to overdo it right off the bat. And we'll get a mix on it. I got to go find the bay leaves. Start off with a little sugar in there, not a whole lot. And that's the start. So the meatballs are going to cook in here, and we'll get turned around and show you how to make some just fantastic meatballs. Pretty simple recipe. Never had anybody bitch about them yet. They all love them. Okay, we'll be back. Okay, sauce is cooking. Let's see. Hey, got to have a lathe. I had to make a new top for the pot there. The original one broke somehow. Nice to have a lathe and make things. So sauce is heating up, and let's make some meatballs. So I typically go 3 pounds of burger, and of course my wife always buys larger than the amount. So it's a 4-pound pack here, so I'm going to pull some of that out of there. So there's 3, and then a pound of pork. Ground pork, I think that's a pound, huh? Yep, 1 pound of ground pork. And then we have veal, gotta have veal. The pork really flavors the beef, and that pork is pretty lean. I would actually prefer a pork with a little more fat in it. And the veal is what gives the meatballs some silkiness to the taste. So there's another pound of, a little short there, 12 ounces, but it'll be good. So we got our meat. Next, parsley. I chopped up some parsley. Just kind of about a bunch in my hand there. breadcrumbs. Here's a full canister, 15 ounce. It's about 2/3 full. So we'll use all the breadcrumbs, and then we're going to go about, this is 8 ounces, and so we'll go about half of the Parmesan cheese. You really can't make a mistake. I'm liking that. Wearing the gloves works out well. And then we will start adding eggs. Eggs are the binder. Let's get it kind of mixed up first, just dry. You really don't have to salt and pepper. There's enough salt in the cheese, I think. I've never salt and peppered the meatballs myself. I'm not a big fan of putting the meatballs in the oven and browning them and stuff. I don't like the hard crust that they end up getting. Okay, let's get some eggs in there. Try 4 to start. You don't want too many, but the egg is the item that creates the binder for the meatballs. I think 4 is a good start. You can get gloves when you do this. For years I made it without gloves. The hands freeze. And the whole object here, of course, is to incorporate all the breadcrumbs, all the cheese, and all the meats together. And just checking the consistency with the amount of egg that's in it to make sure that the meatballs will bind. Takes a little bit of a time. Weather report here in the Bay Area. It's nice morning, crisp. We had rain yesterday, which was very welcome. Seem to be getting not a fair amount of rain, but we're getting rain this year, which we haven't had in past seasons. My head's turning their way. I'm looking up at we have a camera for Tim's room, and I hear him in his room, so I'm just looking over to see what he's up to. Make sure he's not getting into mischief. Okay. I think we're there. Meatballs are actually feeling fairly tacky, which is good. Give a little okay. That's a good. We got to throw the Italian accent in there, right? That's a good. All right, bring it over to the swimming pool. Open up the pool. Things are heating up well. And start rolling meatballs. Size is personal preference, I guess, also. You do it enough times. Been making meatballs since I was in my teens. So you kind of learn how much you're grabbing. Some smaller ones are okay too. Not everybody wants a big meatball. Not everybody wants a small meatball. Okay, well, I think you guys get the idea. Now these, once all the meatballs are in here, cover it back up, and it's going to cook for 2 to 3 hours probably. You got to be careful you want to get actually almost not a boil, a good simmer, and you're going to let it go for a couple hours covered, and you'll see that by doing that and cooking it pretty warm, that it'll start to render all the fat out of the meatballs, and then you'll have to actually start to degrease the sauce, picking some of the sauce out. Then once you're to that point, of course, you're down on the lower simmer, and another couple hours of just with the lid off. And with the lid off, you start to pull all the moisture out of the sauce, and that's where the richness starts to come in. So I think we'll sign off for now and bring you back when we got a couple hours. Bring you back and just show you what it looks like. Here's a little update mid-cook, so you can see all of this dark fluid is the fat that's come out of the meatballs. Really does flavor the sauce well. So I'll start siphoning or spooning that off, and then it'll go to a slow cook for the rest of the afternoon. Won't be able to see any finished product because I'm going to wrap this up and send it off to YouTube. Hope you guys enjoyed. Merry Christmas.